But it's a condition. If thou do that which is evil, you want to do something, you want to break the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, thinking you getting away with something, doing something. The Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, and even the secret parts. Listen. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. Say, be scared. For he beareth not that sword, beareth not the sword in vain. For he is a minister of the Most High, a revenger, to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. You hear that? Look, the Most High set him up. We read Proverbs 16:4 earlier. Most High has made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he made him for the day of evil. We in the day of evil, y'all, right now. You don't think so? I don't know what world you in. You better understand this, overstand this. Go to, just to show you that you work for the Most High. They know it. Go to Psalms 17th chapter and verse 13. This King David, he always said, rise Most High. We talking about Krum Yasharallah. We don't see a few times he's saying that, but he's saying, rise, O Most High. He's saying, rise, O Most High. Disappoint him. Disappoint him. The Most High going to rise up and disappoint them. Cast him down. He's going to cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Hear that? Unless I read Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He who is the wicked covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? He covered the faces. Everybody, he's everybody, isn't he? Took a white man to everybody. He covered the faces of the judges there. We the judges. Most High the judge, Mashach Shai the judge, and the children of Israel the judge. Point blank. But the wicked is the Most High sword. But those that do evil. You want to be evil? Okay. You see, Job thought he was righteous. Most High sent Satan on him. Satan didn't ask for Job. Most High said, have you considered my servant Job? You can put your name there. My name, anybody else's name. You want to do evil? Most High said, have you considered my servant? Put your name there. See if you can deal with it. Better understand and overstand. This is serious. That's why we have the Bible to go by, to look at, and examine. I ain't doing that. He did that. I ain't doing it. Look at 2 Corinthians 13th chapter. Or he did that, I'm going to do it. Because it worked. Solutions, solutions, solutions. This is the third time, 2 Corinthians 13:1. This is the third time I am coming to you. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. Hear that? In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. Not just in one, somebody saying something. Nobody else seen it. Nobody know what's going on. Except for one person. But he said in the mouth, the words of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. Where's he getting it from? Go to Deuteronomy. In the law. Because remember, when you read in the New Testament, they only had the law and the prophets. That's what they had, the law and the prophets. So we have to always go back. I like to always go back to reference where they're getting this from. Mouth of 2 witnesses, 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. Let's look at Deuteronomy 17th chapter first and foremost, and the 6th verse. See if it don't sound familiar. It says, at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. But at the mouth of one witness, he shall not be put to death. See? But at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. But at the mouth of one person witnessing something, he shall not be put to death. See? The hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him to put him to death. 2 or 3 witnesses. First ones to put him to death. And afterward, the hands of all the people. So thou shalt put the evil away from among you. See? Let you know. That's how we roll. Numbers 35 and 30. Two or 3 witnesses. And so that's why I say when you look at how we're they're going by the law. That's all they had was the law and the prophets. Especially when my son Shai walked the earth, he didn't have the books of Paul's writings. Paul was assault on the scene. It was terrible. You call on the name of the anointed Savior, he was putting you to death, wanted to put you to death. Look at Numbers 35 and 30. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. How many witnesses? 2 or 3. Right? But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. There it is. That's the law. You see how it coincides? So that's what they're going by. People talking about we not under the law. Where do you think this come from? 2 Corinthians 13 and 1. This is the 3rd time I am coming to you. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. Every word be established with the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. They got to speak on it. You know? So, Matthew 5:22. Matthew 5:22. One person come up with this. I seen him. Who did it? Where's the witness? Got 1 witness. Death. Look, Matthew 5:22. He say, but I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Racha, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. That's deep. You call somebody a fool, so you're going to be in danger of hell fire. Listen, therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, you're going to pray. And there, when you get ready to pray, you remember that thy brother have ought against thee. You get ready to pray. See, these are conditions that we look at. You get ready to pray, and you remember that your brother have a problem with you. You say, leave there thy gifts before the altar, stop praying, and go thy way. First, be reconciled to thy brother. First, take care of that problem with your brother. And then come and offer thy gift. Then come and pray. You see? Then come and pray. Take care of that problem you have with your brother. And if you have a problem with a brother, don't just walk around causing drama. This is order. You know that he got out against you. Go talk to your brother. And there's another way. Not the elders, but that's 51 years old and over. That's the elders. But Matthew 18. Go to Matthew, the 18th chapter, and we're going to read verse 15 down. It say, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee. He said something against thee. Most times it's the thoughts and those words, that drama that they cause. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. Hear that? He and him alone. You and him alone. Nobody else. You ain't said that to no one else. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. If he hear you, you gain your brother. Remember, he said over and over again this lesson, love thy brother. Love thy neighbor as thyself. But if he will not hear thee, this is the order. If he don't hear you, then take with thee one or two more. That's 2 or 3 witnesses, you see? You and one more or 2 more. 2 or 3 witnesses, right? But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, which would be 2 or 3 witnesses, as we read in the law and we read in the New Testament, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established, right? See, it's still going with the same thing. And if he shall neglect to hear them after 2 or 3 witnesses come to him, once he didn't hear you, but if he neglect to hear, say if he neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. Now the church is the people. Church ain't no one building that you in. Most I don't dwell in temples made with hands. So it's talking about the people. We the church. Let me prove that right quick. I think I could prove it in Acts the 7th chapter. Hold that. I don't like to say things that can't prove it. Look at Acts 7 and 38. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness. Who was in the wilderness? Did we have a building in the wilderness? No, we had our tents in the wilderness. Every time that Amashak was side, the chariot would move as he was an angel. Other both sides would move. We would move, and then where he stopped with that chariot, we set up tent right there, 40 years. So listen, this is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel, it was Mashak Yahushai, which spake to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers, who received the lively oracles to give unto us. You hear that? So we ain't have no building, no church. But to tell you, go to 48. Acts 7 and 48. Make sure that you understand, albeit the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as said the prophet. See, he said, heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, said the Most High. Shoot, he's saying, where is my place of rest? You say, the heavens of heavens can't contain him. Going back to Matthew 18th chapter, verse 17, he said, and if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. Tell it to all the people, the Israelites. But if he neglect to hear the church, after everybody know what he done that's wrong, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. Let him be just nobody. Cast out. Let him just be a heathen man and a republican. Just like I say, some of you out there, Gentiles, don't matter. You still gonna follow the same trend, you know. So, due to time constraint, I'm gonna end right there and open up the line for any questions or anything. I say shalom and I'm out.